Welcome to City Hall.
On this edition of Fuel for Thought, we're going to ride around in this beautiful brand new Kia EV9 and have a conversation with Charleston Mayor Amy Shuler Goodwin. We're going to talk about all kinds of things like what's been accomplished since she took office nearly 7 years ago and what she's got in mind for West Virginia's capital city going forward. I'm Dylan Vidovich, and this is Fuel for Thought with HD Media. All right, so Mayor Amy Shuler Goodwin, Charleston. We ready to take a ride today?
Let's go.
Let's go in this brand new Kia EV.
It feels like it kind of looks like a spaceship.
It's very, very loaded
now that I've
down.
been in a spaceship.
Very, very loaded down. So let's see if I can figure out the controls of this. This is
nice. This is nice for somebody who normally wears readers because you can see everything. I don't even need my readers on.
This is the fun part right here. Okay, that's reverse. There's drive. Okay. Let's see. So where do we want to drive? We'll just drive around. What do you say?
Well, Charleston, the city of Charleston is 33 square miles, so have a day.
Let's have a day.
Have a day. I walked when I first was running, long ago. I walked to 11,219 doors. My calves were like really, I was in good shape. But the city is beautiful, but it is part of Appalachia. I mean, so here we are on the flats, but you can see the mountains that surround us in this beautiful valley. So
I love photographing downtown. So
it's really neat. Awesome. Yeah, it's really neat. That's one of the things that we're really proud of in the past 7 years, revitalization of downtown. When we first met with our team many years ago when we got here in the city, folks said, well, what are some of your goals? What do you want to do? Really, it came about, and what we said our agenda was the conversations we had at each one of those doors. So it wasn't my agenda, it was the agenda of people that we spoke with. But one of them was make Charleston vibrant again. And that's what we did with the creation of City Center at Slack Plaza and all of that development. And it was a $3 million park. But what happened is the growth that you have when you invest in, especially green spaces. And it's not just Charleston, it's all across the country. When you invest money, especially in parks, especially in a downtown area, you can see immediate growth and development. And so the return on investment that we have, it now exceeds $15 million. So if we played that game, if I gave you $3 million, you gave me 15, we'd do that all day long.
Right.
I would do that all day long for sure.
Exactly.
Hi.
So yeah, as I understand, Amy, when you were first elected, you became the first. Were you the first woman to serve as the mayor of the capital city?
Yes.
So what did that mean to you in the moment, and what does it mean now to be viewed as a role model for, young women in the state or anywhere who are considering a career in public service?
What was really, and I mean this, I really didn't think about it when I was running, but when I became mayor, I never thought that would be my tagline, and quite frankly, I thought, no, it shouldn't be my tagline, but I'm really proud of that tagline now, because for young women, you have to see it to be it. You can't just dream it, but when somebody sees somebody in a position, it then becomes reality. So I'm extremely proud to be the first female mayor in the city of Charleston. But the best news about all of that is I was the first, but I won't be the last.
Right.
And that is what is extremely important. There are more women engaged and involved in politics and policy than ever, but still, we're a minority in this group of folks who are in municipal government. I'm president of the West Virginia Municipal League, and so I get the view of seeing so many other female mayors and city managers and city councilors, and so that's fun to have that viewpoint. But I'm also the vice president of the WIMAGE, Women in Municipal Government across the country. So I also have the opportunity to sit on that board with other women and listen and to learn from them and what they're doing, not just as mayors, not just as female leaders, but people who are really taking charge and doing really cool things in communities all across the country.
Yeah, and that was actually going to be one of my next questions, was about the West Virginia Municipal League. Down in Logan, where I'm from, I know a lot about it through Serafino Naledi. I'm
Yes,
sure you know
he's
Mayor.
wonderful.
Mayor
we
Fino.
love Mayor.
Yeah, so, what can you talk about the Municipal League a little bit, and what do you hope to accomplish in that role?
Sure. Municipalities, we're on the front lines. If you have a problem in your community, most of the time you're calling your mayor or your city council member. And so we're really the folks who are taking that first call, responding to that first email. And so the power of municipalities is really something that we're focused on. And while we are one state, every region in the state certainly has its unique set of strengths and challenges. But my job as president of the West Virginia Municipal League right now is to make sure that folks know the power of what we're doing in our communities. There's 232 of us all across this great state, and just making sure that we're connecting and working with each other, because people in our communities, if I took you to Ohio County right now, Wheeling, West Virginia, love it, and I took you to Figueretti's, you would never say to me, is that in Ohio County? Is that in Marshall County? You'd ask me 10 questions. How late are they open? What do they have on the menu? Do they serve wine and beer? You'd ask me all of those questions. And so cities also have to learn to not be so myopic, us included, because if we truly believe, and not just believe, but put our money where our mouth is, that a strong South Charleston means a strong Charleston. A strong Logan, by the way, also means a strong Charleston. Then we all can succeed. And we have seen that. Just take, for instance, Shawnee Park. Shawnee Park is not located in city limits, but we reap the benefits of Shawnee Park with all of the soccer fields and the baseball fields and the tournaments that come in.
All the people that come in.
Yeah, and so they're coming to eat here, they're coming to stay in our hotels, they're gassing up before they leave, they're getting breakfast. And so we are the beneficiaries of all of that growth and that success in other areas.
Getting back to Charleston specifically here, the Sternwheel Regatta this year enjoyed another successful run this summer. I think, what was this, the fourth year back?
Yeah.
2022,
yeah.
So I heard it generated around $40 million for the local economy. And as one of the people who was instrumental in bringing back the regatta, what does that festival mean to you, Amy?
You know, it's more than just a festival. We are so proud to say that it is the largest 4-day festival in the state of West Virginia. But with it comes a lot of operational issues and funding issues. And so the Charleston Sternwheel Regatta, as it stands right now, will probably only be a 3 or 4 day event, because we now know that's what works in the city of Charleston. But bringing it back, remember I told you I walked to all of those doors. I promise you, hand to the heavens, as my mom loves to say, that's what people wanted. But it meant more than just an event. It was a memory, a feeling, a time in which Charleston was really vibrant. And so it is certainly fun to go to the Charleston Sternwheel Regatta, but what's important for our businesses and the folks who are running our shops is it's putting money in their pockets. When you talk about those millions and millions of dollars, they're not going to the city of Charleston. They're going to the shop owners, the restaurants, the hotels, the gas stations. That's my job as mayor. My job is to get people in front of your shop. It's your job to bring them in your door, but it's my job to get folks moving throughout these 33 square miles. And so the opportunity certainly was there. And you know, when people come to the Charleston Sternwheel Regatta, and remember, we had a large portion of those who attend the regatta come from 50 miles and out. So they're spending the night. And when you come to a city, any city, and think about when you travel, when you go to a city and you have a great time and a great experience, it gives us such opportunities for business growth and development, and reminds folks, oh, by the way, Charleston is a really fun place to live, work, and play.
Yeah, so as I understand it, you know, before it came back in 2022, how long it had been gone? Since 2009, I want to say, or maybe even longer than that. Yeah,
it was gone for a very long period of time, and there were discussions about bringing it back and filling kind of that, filling that void. But again, when I brought it back, it was also a chance too that it's like having a party at your house. You're thinking, oh gosh, I invited all these people. How many people are coming? You have to prepare, you have to order food, you have to plan. we really didn't know. And so it was hosting a party, inviting everyone, and not knowing how many people are actually going to show up. So the first year we did it was extremely stressful. We're getting good at it right now, year after year, and we're building and growing. But it has become kind of the thing to do in the city of Charleston, especially in the summertime. People are planning their vacations around it. People are planning their family reunions. People are coming back to the city of Charleston who maybe have family members who've moved away,
right,
or themselves have moved away. And that's what we want to see. We want to see that reconnection to the city.
Well, I know, just from my family alone, we've got a lot of those old in my house. It's what I drink out of, actually. I like pop and stuff. The old Sternwheel Regatta cups from the 80s,
Sure. What was really fun, though, this year, we did a Regatta Through the Years history tour, and we had a member of our team. She did an amazing job, Audrey, and she put together all the t-shirts she could find, old photos and videos, and people would bring in all the memorabilia and the pins. It was so incredibly popular that we had the store open, or the viewing area of all of these things open. We had to expand our hours because so many people wanted to come back to see all that took place many years ago. And the Sternwheel Regatta there's just some things that you think of when you think of the Sternwheel Regatta. You think of the duck drop, the duck race. Love the rubber ducky race. It's so incredibly fun. My favorite always is the funeral parade. I love the funeral parade. I participate in it every year. I do a big outfit every year because it's fun. The kids love it. We always take kids with us. And then, of course, the wiener dog races. Everybody loves the wiener dog races. It's hysterical. And it is, to watch these little guys run with their legs, it's kind of like the length of my legs, not very long, run up and down through Magic Island is absolutely fantastic. We have the firecracker race that helps the Childhood Language Center because we are a nonprofit. So we certainly support many of our other nonprofits in the area. But we also added things. The Family Fun Zone was something that I said, if we bring back the Charleston Sternwheel Regatta, there has to be a focus on the kids. Before it was, listen, I appreciate we should focus always on the adults. I want everybody to have a good time. But if I make it about the kids, everything else falls into place. And so we did the Family Fun Zone, and it is probably the most successful thing that we do at the Charleston Sternwheel Regatta because these are free activities for all of our kids, and that's what we really wanted to do. And it's been a great success.
I want to take a quick break from the interview and thank our sponsor, Go Mart. There's no better way to start your day than with a cup of freshly brewed coffee and a snack from one of Go Mart's dozens of locations across West Virginia, Virginia, and Ohio. So, when you're ready to go for good times, don't forget to go for Go Mart. Now let's get back to more Fuel for Thought.
Here's the good news. In the city of Charleston right now, you can see cranes up through the city. And that means development. Any mayor in any city in the country, they want to see several things. They want to see cranes in their cities. When you see a sidewalk closed sign here, it's not great for those who are walking and biking around this area, but for a mayor it goes, ooh, there's development, and there's great development that's going on in this area of the block. Because that's something that we've tried to focus on since I became mayor, investing in critical infrastructure. That means roads, that means sidewalks. By the way, it also means I'm building right now a public safety center for our police officers who are in bits and pieces all over the city. Well, that doesn't make for an effective, efficient police department. Our firehouses, we have 8 throughout the city of Charleston, and the conditions in those places need to be better. So I'm in the process right now. It's a $4 million infrastructure project. It's well worth it because, by the way, the 911 call that you make because something has happened, we want to get there. But the person who is coming to help you, I want to make sure they've had something good to eat. They have a great big kitchen that they can cook in, a great bedroom that has a door that closes so they can have a good night's sleep. So we're making those repairs and renovations to all of our 8 firehouses because public safety is paramount in the city of Charleston.
Yeah, so what are some of, what are some other initiatives in the city of Charleston that you've been most proud of since you took office? And you mentioned cranes too. I just wanted to say
right.
that's what my dad did for a living.
Yes,
So every time we're driving along somewhere, he's like, I put that
You're always
there.
looking,
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, sometimes people don't see, you see the construction work and you think, oh gosh, gee whiz, now I'm going to be delayed. But it's improvements.
Mm-hmm.
It's improvements.
Exactly.
And money into infrastructure is extremely important now more than ever. Other things that we're really proud of, between Magic Island and the 35th Street Bridge, we're putting in, with the help of Senator Capito and Senator Manchin and our partners at the State House, the city of Charleston. Many years ago, I went after a RAISE grant. We're going to expand and make our riverfront a true bikeable, walkable area of the city. We're a riverfront that needs to use more of our river. And so that's something I'm also incredibly proud of.
Well, they're honking, but oh, okay, it's not at me.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was going to say I have the red light.
Down. I was like, I'm not driving. Well, there's so many great things that are happening in and around the city, and some of the things that you see apparently, and some of the things that you don't see. The other thing that I'm extremely proud of is in our Park and Recs department, we have spent over $20 million in upgrades, because this administration believes, again, if you invest in kids, everything else works out. And so that means, I'm a mom of a couple boys, and I know go outside and play is something that has come outside of my mouth before, and I know people who are watching and listening, you say it to your kids all the time. Well, we have to give them a good, safe place to go outside and play.
Correct.
And so that has been something that has really been top of mind and tip of tongue for me and this administration, including on the west side. As we drive here into the west side, a beautiful new park at Washington and Beatrice right here on the west side. But I tell people all the time, you're looking at a park, but I don't see a park. I see a living room. I see a space for kids to connect, to put eyeballs on one another, to say, are you doing okay? What's happening? And so it's kind of a community neighborhood, if you will, and thus the great value in investing in children's activities, programming, and for sure, infrastructure, so our kids have good places to go outside and play.
So what would you say to people who are considering moving to the capital city, either their business or personally? What would you say to them?
Listen, Charleston, West Virginia is the perfect community in the state of West Virginia, and quite frankly, Appalachia. Here, not only in these 33 square miles do you have, we're just, look at it. We're hitting on it right now. The beautiful mountains, our hills, our valleys, our riverfront, great schools, great hospitals, great care for your family, a great place to work. And oh, by the way, we are just a short drive away. And remember, here comes the old tourism commissioner language out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. We are just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the best whitewater rafting in the world, folks, in the world, the best rock climbing in the world, the best trails, the best river systems. So if you like outdoors, if that is part of your jam, I heard the governor say this just the other day, if we could get people here, by the way, Brad Smith has made, and Elise Smith has made a model of this, with their Ascend program. If we can get you here, and that is part of your lifestyle, we're the place for you.
All right, let's go back to the regatta for a second.
Oh, yeah. You love the regatta. Everybody loves the regatta. So do I.
I just wanted to ask you real quick, give me some, who's on your bucket list for some performers you'd like to bring in?
I feel like that's a trick question. Is that a trick question?
No.
It is.
No.
It's a trick question.
Well, there's probably a lot, I would say.
Do you want me to be honest with you? You know who I really want?
Who's that?
I really want Joan Jett.
Joan Jett.
I know. Okay. I really want Joan Jett, the old punk rocker of the day. But listen, it doesn't... Who cares what I think? Nobody cares what I think in terms, especially our team. They're always like, Mayor, are you kidding me? That's really who you want. I want, and we take advice and counsel from people all the time. It's 4th of July too, so who you can get, who's traveling, music much better than I do, but we have a team of people who are really good at this, who look to see who's out there, who's traveling during the 4th of July, and who we can get, because it's an open arena, meaning we don't sell tickets.
It's free to the public.
Yeah, it's free to the public, which it will always be. Under my administration, it will always be free to the public, because that's what this community is about. It's something fun and exciting to do. But there are a couple of people that we're keeping our eye on this year, especially since we're getting ready to celebrate our nation's birthday. So we're locking it in on some really good people this year. But there's always a blend of different types of music, country and rock and R&B, and so it'll be fun.
So is there anything else that you would like to add, Mayor?
Thanks for doing this. This is absolutely wonderful. And do you think you could just leave? Can I just have the car? Could you just leave it for me in my parking space?
Well, that will be up to...
We're getting ready to go into City Hall, and we could just put it in my parking space. Would that be okay? I don't think I can. I think that's over the $25 limit. Do you think?
I think so. I think this is the park button. I think that would be up to Dutch Miller Kia.
Yeah.
What do you say?
They probably would say, please bring it back.
They say, not even for the mayor.
I know. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This was so great.
This was fun.
It. Thank you.
So this is Fuel for Thought.
Yeah.
With Amy Shuler Goodwin. HD Media would like to thank Dutch Miller Kia of South Charleston for sponsoring Fuel for Thought and providing the EV9 seen in this video.